Yo, what is up? Zenless Zone Zero players here. We have got an updated tier list for version 1.2 with the drop of Caesar and Bernice coming out soon. I want to discuss both of them and also potentially discuss some Yanagi and Lighter. Now, nothing unofficial, but potentially where they are, since we do know that Yanagi will be an electric anomaly character and Lighter will be a fire stunner. So that can change a lot in the game. But without further ado, let's get into the tier list here. What I like to do is I like to start looking at Pride wins and discuss what they have set up, and then I like to make my own after discussing this. So let's go, without further ado into this. So right now, not much has really changed. One thing that is changed though, they changed some of the supports here, moving up Caesar, but pretty much everything else has been in the same spot. They still have not added C6 for 4 stars. I don't know why, but I will definitely go into my own discussion of that as well, so stay tuned. But looking over the tier list here, I mean, it's all pretty valid. Only thing is, they still need to move my girl Soldier up. Soldier's got to go up, especially with Caesar. She is amazing with Caesar. Holy, Soldier with Caesar, that is chef's kiss. That is chef's kiss, I'm not gonna lie. Now, Nekomata, once again, Nekomata, she's probably just Nekomata, she's probably just gonna be down there. She's gonna be that standard DPS from 1.0 that never went crazy or anything. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, Ellen and Zhu Yuan. I feel like Zhu Yuan is probably better than Ellen right now, but there's also type weakness and stuff. So if you're against Ice Week, Ellen's going to be doing her thing. And if you're against Ether Week, Zhu Yuan's going to be doing her thing. And I've played both off Element, You're playing both, either one off Element, you're definitely going to feel it, You're definitely going to feel that. So I guess this can be valid. But yeah, Soldier, I definitely want to move up. Also, I think I'm just going to talk about the 4 stars at C6 for right now and then make my tier list later. So, but that was DPS. All these people at C0, I think honestly can still move up to tier 1, but that's just me. Anomaly DPS. Now, Anomaly DPS, Yanagi is going to be coming out, and she is an electric anomaly. Now, what does this mean for Grace? Will Grace become obsolete after Yanagi comes out? We will have to see. I mean, Grace did not, or Jane did not make Grace obsolete, as they are 2 different elements and they have 2 different playstyles. But a lot of people thought Jane and Grace were going to play together, but they do not play together at all. They have their own individual teams. And also, Grace got a buff from Jane's release in terms of Seth becoming a character, because now she wants to play with Seth, and that was definitely a boost up to the Grace teams. I don't think it's enough to move her up to tier 0. I wouldn't know though, as I personally don't have Grace. I do like her, I wish I could get Grace to test her out. The only information I have on Grace is her power level in the beta. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And Piper, honestly, Piper, I feel like can be in the same tier as Grace. Not at C0, at C6, she could definitely be in the same tier as Grace. Looking at the stuns here, stun has not changed, but with Lighter coming out, Lighter is going to be, he's going to be a rate up stunner. What can he do? We don't know. With Chingy, Chingy has her multiplier increase on the stun, and then she also has her, her attack where she just attacks multiple times in that, and she can stun, pretty fast, and she does the big damage multiplier once they're stunned. Lycone, he's still the solid stun character for ice characters, and not like there's much ice in the game, there's still just Ellen, there's a 1 ice team, not much to really talk about for ice with Lycone here. With Kaleda, she's probably going to stay where she's at. No chance she moves, especially with Lighter coming out. She's going to have to stay where she's at. Ambi, I think Ambi's going to have to stay where she's at too. Tier 1, even at C6, I think she stays at tier 1. 100%. Think about Lycone though. Yeah, no, he could stay in tier 0. He could definitely stay in tier 0, 100%. Now, we get over to the supporting tier here. We've got Caesar. Caesar moved everyone down. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to disagree with this. I'm going to have to disagree with everyone moving down for Caesar release, except for Sakaku. Now, even with these being C0, I still think Nicole minimum still needs to be tier 0, just because Nicole, she's still able to do her defense shred. She's still best in slot for Ether, even though there's only 2 Ether units in the game. She's still Nicole, you know? She's still giving out the defense shred, you know? All Nicole needs to do her defense shred is her core, you know? It's not like she needs teammates or anything. And her other core you're going to activate because there's no way you're not playing her with another Ether unit in terms of DPS, you know? And then C6 Nicole is 100% tier 0. That's undisputable, you know? That's literally undisputable. Now, for Seth, I have not really been able to invest that much in, but I've seen some Seth showcases and stuff. He's able to do some crazy stuff when you invest in him for damage. My Seth, he literally, I swap into him, I get a shield, I swap back to Jane. You know, it is what it is for Seth here. He is the GOAT for Anomaly. He's the Nicole and Lucy of Anomaly. Lucy, I don't know how they keep underrating Lucy. I don't even know how Lucy's ever been in tier 1. Like, it doesn't make sense that Lucy has ever been this low. Same with Rena. Rena 100% can be tier 0.5, but Lucy should easily be tier 0.5. I don't even know why they're like, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're smoking with this. Lucy tier 1? Like, what? Like, what are they thinking for Lucy to be a tier below Nicole and Sakaku and Seth? Like, I don't know. I feel like Lucy has so much to her kit, it's insane. I feel like this is one of the best characters in the game, unironically. While I think she looks like a Goomba, you know, she's like one of Bowser's little minions, you know. She is a broken character, you know. It's how it, you know, it's how the game's used. There's always one character that's just, you know, ugly, but they got the best kit. And Lucy is that, you know, she's got her pigs doing like 1,000,000 damage. Once you get extra cinemas on her, she starts giving you extra crit, and she gives you the extra damage multiplier. She gives you the fat attack buff from her EX skill when she gives you the Chiron state. She also does damage herself, you know, level 10 talents right here. I'm doing 925, 975 scaling with my line drive. I mean, Lucy's doing a lot here. I don't know why they're underrating Lucy. Now, Rena, I just know Rena's good. She gives you defense shred as well. Rena has low field time. That's just about it. She has her minions giving you the buff. I mean, Rena's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know why she's down here as well, but, you know. Ben Bigger, I can't really talk on Ben Bigger, but he does give you the crit. He has sub DPS damage, and, you know, he's bigger. But at C0, can't really talk about him. But at C6, I know he can, at minimum, be tier 1. Now, alright, now let's talk how I would have my tier list set up. What I like to do here is I like to get, you know, a little screenshot of this, go into some paint, flashbang, okay, and have this. And we're also going to do a little bit of dreaming here with a prediction on the potential Yanagi spots here. Alright, so like I said, I like to make my own at the end because just to show you what I'm thinking. Also, this one that I'm going to be making with my own ideas here is going to be all the 4 stars will be at C6 when I am rating them. So what I would have moved here is Soldier easily moves up. Soldier easily moves up, tier 0.5. Nekomata fans, let me know if I'm underrating her. But I think Nekomata has to stay in tier 1, unfortunately. Honestly, I feel like Anton low-key might be able to be tier 0.5, but I'm gonna keep him at tier 1 at C6. Billy, I haven't seen a lot of people go crazy with Billy, but I don't know how crazy Billy goes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how crazy Billy goes. But he definitely has to move up. And same with Corrin. Now, Corrin, she is a physical, you know, DPS unit, so we have to keep in mind Jane's value here. But she definitely moves up from tier 2. You know, I just really want these guys at a tier 2. I feel like, you know, you build up these 4-star DPS, they're still gonna put in work. You know what I'm saying? Also, I feel like Corrin is better than Nekomata. This is literally off of just seeing their scalings and how they play. If you think about it, Corrin is literally just physical Zhu Yuan. So I feel like if any, Corrin might be able to be up here at C6. That might be crazy, but Corrin might be able to be up here at C6. Now, going into Anomaly DPS, it is obviously without a doubt that Yanagi is going to be in Jane tier. How good in Jane tier, we don't know. Oh, I didn't get a picture of Bernice. I should get a picture of Bernice as well. All right, now that we've got our picture of Bernice here, Bernice is 100% going to be in scuffed picture of Bernice, but you get the idea. Okay, so tier 0, S tier for Anomaly, 100% is going to be Bernice and Yanagi. Honestly, they might be so crazy that, like, I mean, I guess Grace can't move down, but she has no chance of moving up, you know? Especially with Yanagi being in the same realm of Electro Anomaly, you know? But she'll definitely be tier 0. Now, Piper at C6, I think is 100% in the same tier as Grace. And you can also play them together. It has a little bit of weird rotations. Oh, scrolled. But she's 100% tier 0.5. She has Disorder with Lucy. It's literally a god team. Free to play, accessible, you know, big damage. Then we have Lighter. Come on now. Lighter's here. Oh, let's get a shrink on him first. Taking up a little too much space. A little too big, like Big Daddy. Okay. Lighter, he can easily be tier 0. Fire Stunner, rate up. We don't know what he does, but you might know what he does. If you know what he does, you might be up here. You might be up here. Now, Kaleda, she's definitely going to stay in tier 0.5. She cannot move with Lighter coming out in the game, you know? 100% she cannot move up. Now, Lycone, he might move down. This is in the future, though. This is in the future. For right now, he can be up here. But Lycone, he might move down. And then lastly, for supports, I don't know why Caesar coming out made all the supports go down, I gotta be honest. But 100%, I think Nicole and Lucy are tier 0, undisputed. Don't forget I'm talking about C6, by the way. These are 100% up here. And I feel like Seth can also probably be up here because he's the only Anomaly support. So he could probably be up here just for being the only character that supports Anomaly. You know? And Sakaku, I think she's going to have to steer tier 0.5. We have so many attack buffers now with, you know, Lucy and Caesar now. She kind of just can't keep up. So we're going to have to keep Sakaku in tier 0.5. Now, Rina, I think Rina can move up. Rina, we're going to have to put her in... Yeah, what is Paint doing? I got to just start doing this in my Photoshop or something. Paint is not, you know, Paint is not doing it. We can definitely have Rina in tier 0.5. I don't know why Rina's not tier 0.5, to be honest. I don't know why they moved her down, but, you know. And Ben Bigger, I was saying this in my previous tier list review. I think eventually they might add another tab, if anything, or Ben Bigger is just in multiple tabs. Because Ben Bigger, he does damage, but he also has supporting value, which is interesting. So, like, he has DPS, he has, you could technically go some, like, Anomaly on him. He has stun, because he's a defense unit, and then he's also supporting, because he gives you crit, and he gives you a shield. So it's like, he kind of fits in all 4 places, so it's kind of weird for Ben here. I think Ben, honestly, he would probably sit with Anby in stun, I would have to think, because he doesn't give you any buffs with stun, though. That's the only thing. Yeah, I would say he probably sits in tier 1 stun, even though he has supporting value for his main tab until other tabs are added. I don't know what tab would be added. Like, eventually, maybe when we get so many defenders, they just have, like, a defender tab, you know, and then they could go there. But this is pretty much what I've got locked in here. Let me know what you guys think, you know. Move my cam here so you can see. Zhuyuan and Ellen, you know, undisputed for tier 0 right now. I have Soldier and Korin at C6 at tier 0.5. And then we have Nekomata, Anton, and Billy at tier 1. Yeah, so I think this is going to be the finalized version of the version 1.2 tier list. Let me know what you guys, I was trying to... This sucks. Yo, why is this markers terrible, bro? This is terrible. I was trying to, you know, do something cool, you know, 1.2. That looks so bad. All right, well, let me know what you guys think. This is the 1.2 Zenless Zone Zero tier list. And that will be all. Good.